Life is made up of thousands and thousands of details, whether it's parents getting lunch ready for school, getting the karate uniform by the door, the drop off at 7:55 a.m., whether we have a parent or a spouse that we're caring for and we need to give the right medications on time, or make sure that food is prepared timely, or timing our visits just right. We have lots of details in our professional life. It could mean having the briefing ready for the staff meeting, or making sure that a certain document goes out to the right people, or making sure that our emails are returned. We've heard the saying, God is in the details. And this is another way of saying that we don't have to look for God or holiness in mountains in Peru or Nepal or grand experiences, but we have the opportunity to be present to the sanctity of life and be a vessel for beauty, love, justice, creativity at any moment. And since our life is made up of the details, it would behoove us to figure out how to not only find, but live God in the details at every moment. From here on out through the book of Exodus, we read about the Mishkan, the instructions for building the portable sanctuary that will allow for God's presence in the desert among the community. The Israelites had the light and sound show at the mountain, had their minds blown, and now they have to find a way to live day to day with God's presence. There's a famous line from this parsha, Va'asuli mikdash v'shachanti betocham, where God tells Moses, they will build me a sanctuary and I will dwell within them. Not I will dwell within it, but them. It's another way of saying, engage in the details of creating your life in a holy way, and I will dwell within you. And the Torah goes on to list all the details of how to build the sanctuary. All this sounds good in theory, but in practice, it's so easy to get lost in the details, to get stressed by the details, to forget that the details are an opportunity to express our higher aspirations and values, to realize that moments of connection are present in the details. There's a teaching in the Talmud that says that before Israel can build the sanctuary, they have to destroy Amalek. Amalek is the embodiment of evil who strikes Israel after they left Egypt, especially the stragglers, the weak and unbelieving. Our sages also teach that Amalek is the embodiment of doubt. And even the numerical value of the name Amalek in Hebrew shares the same amount, the same value as the word safek in Hebrew, which is the word for doubt. Doubt and despair are the opposite of hope. Doubt closes off possibilities. And while there can be a healthy place for doubt, most of the time it keeps us from trying new things and growing in new ways. From Amalek's perspective, the details are just details, just a list of things that have to get done, not opportunities to make a difference, to shine a light, or to realize God's presence. So if we want the actions in our life to build a sanctuary for God's presence, then we have to acknowledge our cynicism, our defeatedness, our doubt, and we need to make a decision that it has no place in the building of our sacred place. And then we can renew our commitment for each moment, each touch, each smile, each word, and each detail to be a sanctuary for God's presence to dwell. Shabbat Shalom.